At this point in time, I am talking to you about something very, very important, and that is positive self talk used by the rich. The rich talk to themselves in a positive way, and we want to look at some ways that the rich talk to themselves. And the way they talk to themselves help them to be productive and help them to be able to achieve what they need to achieve for the day. I just want you to be a bit patient with me while I do some setup here and I start what we want to discuss in earnest. I want to check and be sure that I am audible and you can hear me and everyone can hear me. So what I will do is I am going to play this video. Okay, I've just checked and I've seen that I am audible. So thank you very much for coming, for joining my live stream this early morning. As I said, I'm looking at positive self-talk that is used by the rich. Number one, the rich will say, my time is valuable. The rich will say, my time is valuable. And they don't just say it, they mean it. The time of the rich is valuable to them. They don't play with their time because to them, time is money and time is life. What they are trying to say, this now drives focus. It drives delegation. It drives avoidance of distraction. Let me tell you, most of the rich people, they don't wash their clothes themselves. They don't iron their clothes themselves. If they don't have washing machine, then they have a dry cleaner that does it for them. If they have washing machine, the machine does the washing, then the ironing is done by somebody else. So the other time, they use it for some other things. The same thing, they delegate tasks like that from here and there. Whereas the poor is, his time is not too valuable. Look at the time that it will take you to iron, to wash and iron one cloth. How much is it? Let's say it's 500 naira. How many minutes is going to take you? Maybe 20 minutes. So 500 naira, 20 minutes. Or 500 naira, 10 minutes. What else can you do with that 10 minutes that can fetch you 2,000 or 500 naira? So the rich will go for that, while they now delegate the cleaning of their clothes to another person. The rich also say, I think long term. When the rich say, I think long term, what are they trying to say? They are trying to say that this encourages patience, investment, and compounding, while the poor want to just eat up what they have immediately. The rich are compounding and they want to continue compounding their resources so that it can yield more. The rich talk and say problems are opportunities in disguise. Problems are opportunities in disguise. This is another thing that the rich say. And what they mean by this is that saying converts obstacles into innovation and profit. You see, in every problem, there is a solution. In every problem, there's an opportunity. Number four thing that the rich say is that I can learn what I don't know. I can learn what I don't know. When they say that, that now drives them. It removes fear of new industries or skills. They said, I can learn what I don't know. So anything they don't know, they believe they can learn it. So when they are entering into, they are not afraid of entering into new deals, into new businesses, into new opportunities. The rich also say money is a tool, not a master. Money is a tool in their hand, it is not their master. So what they are trying to say, this promotes calm, rational financial decision. Because they know that money is a tool, so they are calm with money. So they take decisions based on rational decisions that can help them move forward. Another thing the rich say is that I create value before I demand reward. The rich say I create value before I demand reward. What this makes them to do, it leads to wealth through service, not entitlement. Before the rich is conditioned to do something before they get something, whereas the poor want to get things for free. The poor don't want to add value. Now, take for instance, if you meet let's say if you meet Dangote today, if the rich meets Dangote, the rich will tell Dangote, well, this I've seen your company, I've seen this and this and what I can do for you. And then Dangote will say, okay, go and do it and pay them. But the poor, if you meet Dangote, they start frustrating. Oh, Dangote, give us something, give us something. So, and Dangote will take some peanut. That is if he wants to, if he's going to give anything, he will take some peanut and give them. But the rich said, You have a refinery, Mr. Dangote, you're the richest man in Africa, you have a refinery. You are a producer of sugar. I can help you to market more. Give me 1 trailer of sugar, I will market it. You can see that is the thinking of the rich. They create value before they demand a reward. Number 7 thing that the rich say is that I don't need permission to improve my life. I don't need permission to improve my life. Now, do you need permission to improve your life? Who do you want to take permission to improve your life? When they say that, that fuels entrepreneurship and bold action. When they said, I don't need permission to improve my life, it makes them to be entrepreneurial. It makes them to be innovative because they know that what they are going to be, it depends on them. And truly, we don't need anybody's permission to succeed. This reminds me of something that happened while I was a copper NYC in Kebbi State many years ago, more than 10, 15 or so years ago. And I was in the camp, and then we're on the parade ground. We are in the camp during the orientation, we're in the parade ground. And then during the parade, you can't step out, you have to take permission. I wanted to ease myself, I wanted to defecate, I wanted to do the major. And then I told the man, permission to step out, sir. The man did not answer me. Permission to step out, sir. The man did not answer me. And I wanted to defecate. The escalator I was holding it tight. I kept saying it like 4 or 3 times at maybe 15 to 30 minutes interval. The man did not respond. So at a point, the thing pulled me very tight. I had to run out of the parade without any permission. I went into the bush and I defecated. And I used some things to clean up. Then I stood by the side and I was watching the parade. And then later I joined the parade. The man did not say, why did you go? Why didn't you go? This shows us that you don't need anybody's permission to improve your life. What about if I've stayed on the parade ground and I defecated on the parade ground? It will be in the news. It will be a bad thing that happened. The same way the rich knows that if they stay where they are and they don't innovate, that anything that comes out of it is determined on them. The rich also said, I control my reactions. I control my reactions. This prevents emotional decisions that destroy wealth. So if anybody is saying anything to the rich is remain calm. You are saying bullshit to them, they remain calm because they control their reaction to prevent something that will affect their business. Apart from this, the rich also say, I choose discipline over comfort. When they say I choose discipline over comfort, what they mean is that they build consistency and delayed gratification. So if you're into business, you make some money, do you now use the money and go and blow it? No. You invest the money so that you can get more money. The rich also say, every day I compound something. Every day I compound something. So today in your life, what are you going to compound? What are you going to compound? What is going to add up? You are selling something worth 100,000 or 1 million, and then you made some 10% on it or 20% profit. Are you going to go and squander the profit, or you are going to put it in the business so that your business that is at 100% before can become 120%? And then you can now continue doing that. After a while, you could become very big that even you yourself will be surprised. So what this means is that time, skills, relationships, capital. So the rich leverage their time, they leverage their skills, they leverage the relationship, they also leverage their capital. Now, another self-talk of the rich is, I invest, not spend blindly. The rich say, I invest, I don't spend blindly. This shapes asset-based thinking. They start thinking about assets, and that is what it should be. The rich also said, I am paid based on value, not effort. I am based on value, not effort. What does this do for the rich? It shifts focus from working hard to working smart. Based on value, let's say that in companies, those in the production, they earn less than those in the marketing or sales, because the production can produce and stack up goods in the company, and then they keep producing. Their work just involves interacting with the machine and then getting the products out. But those in the marketing, they are interacting with the public, with the people that are buying it. So they have incentive for marketing and for sales. So they move the goods from the company to the populace. So those in the marketing are the ones that determine the success or failure of the company, not just in the production per se. Any dummy can be in the production line, but it takes a smart guy, a smart woman or smart man to be in sales and marketing because they are the one interacting with people in the public. So he said, I'm paid based on value, not effort. This shifts focus from working hard to working smart. Then another thing the rich say is that I can afford it, but should I buy it? The poor will always say I cannot afford it. But in the case of the rich, they said I can afford it, but should I buy it? What this means is that it creates conscious spending habits for the rich. They don't spend anyhow. Then the rich also said short-term pain buys long-term freedom. Short-term pain buys long-term freedom. What this does is that it reinforces sacrifice and resilience. It reinforces sacrifice and resilience. Then number 15, which I have here, is that the rich say, I prepare before I perform. The rich say, I prepare before I perform. Whereas the poor will say, this saying reduces risk and increases their success rate. Why? Because they prepare before they perform. They check the capability of that investment or that business they want to go into, how profitable, how predictable it is. Now, another self-talk of the rich is that they say, I am calm under pressure. The rich say, I am calm under pressure. This keeps clarity during financial stress. They've already said it. They say, I'm calm under pressure. It gives them clarity during any financial stress. The rich also said, failure is data, not identity. They say failure is data, not identity. This prevents quitting after setbacks. When they say failure is data, not identity, it prevents quitting after setbacks. And in business and in life, you're going to have setbacks. But somebody said a setback is a setup for your comeback. A setback is a setup for your comeback. So the rich believe in all this and they don't quit after setbacks. The rich say, I don't chase approval. The rich say, I don't chase approval. This protects independent thinking. This prevents independent thinking. Then the rich say, I deserve wealth because I solve problems. The rich say, I deserve wealth because I solve problems. This builds healthy wealth identity without guilt. It builds wealth. It builds, they say, I deserve wealth because I solve problems. So it builds healthy wealth identity without guilt. So they try to solve problem also. And then when they have resources in their hand, they are not ashamed of the resources because it was a product of their effort, of their input. The input determines the output. Another thing the rich say is that they said, I act even when I am unsure. I act even when I am unsure. This is another saying of the rich. This breaks paralysis and overthinking. Sometimes you're not too sure, but you have to take some decisions. Because if you don't take that decision, that opportunity will go. So the rich said, I act even when I am unsure. It is a tactic to break the habit of overthinking and to break the habit of paralysis, thought paralysis and decision paralysis. Now, another thing, the self-talk the rich say is that the power self-talk for the mornings that the rich say is, today moves me closer to freedom. The rich say, today move me closer to freedom. They also said, I will make at least one smart decision today. The rich say, I will make at least one smart decision today. They also said, I'm building something bigger than today. They also said, I am building something bigger than today. So these are the things you should be saying if you really want to be rich. Apart from this, the rich also say that consistency beats motivation. They are consistent. They are not giving up. They are consistent. Then they also said, I win the day by winning the morning. And this is a reality. The poor speak from emotion. The rich speak from intention. And I've interacted with the rich, I've interacted with the poor, and I've seen the difference between them. While the poor speak from emotion, the rich speak from intention. So be intentional and speak just like the rich people will do, and your life is going to move forward and you're going to have a rich life. My name is Dr. Olumide Tutun, and I'm your host on this YouTube channel, where I teach you how you can improve yourself and become wealthy, how you can make money both online and offline. I've made more than 1,000 videos on this channel. Please check them out, and you'll be glad you did. So these are the positive self-talk used by the rich daily. Use them also, and you are going to be rich. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.